Should I tell my wife everything? I'm Paul Friedman from the Marriage Foundation. I founded it. And this is a good question because there are these misconceptions about marriage, relationships, and opening up that I try to dispel in my books and in the courses. I explain in a lot of detail and give examples of why it's not a good idea. And it's not just one-sided. Neither of you should tell the other everything. And it's not like there's a need-to-know basis. So I'm going to start with one major component of marriage that is so critical. It's communication. And in the books, we have good chapters on communication, and in the courses, we go into it much deeper, of course. But the basis of marital communication is not an exchange of ideas. The basis of marital communication is to infuse the marriage with love and happiness, because those are the purposes of marriage, you see. And so what happens is, if we mix up the intention with what the intention should be, because there's so much confusion about marriage in our world, then we have problems. We create problems. Now, people say, well, you should be able to share everything. Why? What good will it do your marriage? What good will it do your relationship? Always have to ask that question. Is what I am about to say going to promote love? If you say everything that you've done and some of what you've done has been very naughty, the answer is no. You'll create suspicion. You'll create mistrust. You see? Is what I'm about to say going to increase love, happiness? Well, if it's good things that you have done, good things that you're feeling, then it will. It'll create good feelings in your spouse. Again, this goes either way. Whether you're talking to your wife as a husband or talking to your husband as a wife. People are foolish, downright foolish, when they talk about things that happened in the past, or a passing thought that they may have had, a fleeting idea, even if it sticks to them and they can't shake it. Your spouse is not the one to hear it. If you have a best friend, they shouldn't hear it either. You see, we have learned about communication to be open, that it's the best, and it isn't. It's a stupid idea. We should be discreet with what we express. The things that we may have done in the past, we probably aren't going to do it now. So why raise red flags? Why would you do that? Again, and I'm going to take it to another level. Thoughts. You may have a thought of something that happened in the past, and you're thinking, well, I'm trying to have a real open relationship. Well, why are you trying to have a real open relationship? What's wrong with your relationship now? That's something you should be looking at, you see. Because being open about negative things is going to take it in the wrong direction. Now, even the thought should not be permitted to remain in your mind. You have absolute control over what you think and what you feel. The mind belongs to you. We're not taught this stuff, I know, but it is important. Your mind is a possession of you. Free will is not something the mind has. It's something that you have. How you use that free will determine your happiness. Will it determine the happiness of those around you to some degree? You don't say to your wife, let's say she's put on pounds, you don't say, "My, you've gotten fat." You don't do that. That would be stupid. It would only hurt her feelings. And you don't go, "But I really want her to lose weight." You didn't marry her for that reason. You married her to learn to love unconditionally. See, we're not even taught that. But that's why you're married. So you don't want to say things like that. You don't want to say anything that's hurtful. You don't want to think things that might cause unhappiness in yourself or in her. Does this make sense to you? I hope it does. This is a huge misconception in the world. Subscribe to this channel. You could do that right now, so you could learn more and more about marriage and change how you see your wife, change how you see your marriage, because marriage is intended to be off the charts amazing, but we don't know how. I'm Paul Friedman. I founded the Marriage Foundation. I appreciate your coming by. I hope you liked the video. God bless you. Take care.